252 million years ago, life on Earth nearly ended. The Permian-Triassic extinction wiped out 96% of marine species and most land-dwelling vertebrates. These distinct horizontal rock layers in modern-day Russia are the Siberian traps, the remains of massive, repeated lava flows. For hundreds of thousands of years, these eruptions pumped enough greenhouse gases into the atmosphere to trigger a lethal global climate shift. Survivors found themselves on a single landmass called Pangaea. Most of the interior was a scorched desert, with rain and wind only reaching the thin coastal strips. The dominant predators of the previous age were gone. This loss created a vast biological opening, leaving the landscape available for a new, highly adaptable lineage to step up. Roughly 230 million years ago, in the southern regions of Pangaea, what we now call South America, the first dinosaurs began to appear. But these early ancestors, like Eoraptor, wouldn't have looked very imposing. They were small, roughly the size of a modern chicken. Instead of sprawling their legs out to the sides like contemporary lizards, their legs were positioned vertically beneath their bodies. This posture allowed their skeleton to support their weight directly, gaining the speed and stamina needed to chase down prey. Their small stature meant they required fewer calories to survive. Combined with their hyper-efficient legs, they were perfectly equipped to navigate a resource-starved world. Roughly 200 million years ago, Pangaea began to physically tear apart. As the crust rifted, another wave of massive volcanic activity destabilized the environment. This second event wiped out 76% of species. Crucially, it removed the large reptilian competitors that had kept dinosaurs in check, leaving them as the primary survivors on land. As the Jurassic period began, Pangaea fractured into two supercontinents, Laurasia in the north and Gondwana in the south. Moisture reached further inland, transforming the desert into a world of massive, lush forests. This sudden abundance of vegetation provided a massive source of energy. With their primary rivals gone and food everywhere, the dinosaurs began to grow to sizes never seen before. The sauropods took full advantage. This perspective looking down the spine of a sauropod shows the immense size of the ribcage. They needed these massive digestive systems to process the thousands of pounds of plants they ate from the high forest canopy. Carnivores grew as well. This 1909 photograph of an Allosaurus standing over its prey illustrates the predator-prey relationship that defined the era. These two-legged hunters evolved into apex predators, specifically adapted to hunt the giant herbivores. On a planet suddenly rich with food, these animals entered a biological arms race, using massive physical scale to dominate the landscape. Around 145 million years ago, gradual environmental shifts marked the transition to the Cretaceous period. This was the era where dinosaur diversity reached its absolute peak. The continents drifted toward their modern positions, causing sea levels to rise and creating a warm greenhouse climate across the globe. During this time, flowering plants appeared and spread rapidly. This change in the plant world brought new insects, like early bees, providing a more complex food web for animals to exploit. Herbivores became more specialized to survive this competitive landscape. Looking at this Triceratops skull, you can see how they adapted by developing heavy frills and facial horns for defense. Predators also evolved in parallel. The Tyrannosaurus rex developed a skull dense enough to withstand the pressure of bone-crushing bites, while other lineages became small, feathered, and highly intelligent hunters. Some species became highly specialized. This Spinosaurus skeleton shows a long, crocodilian snout for hunting in water and a large spinal sail, likely used for temperature regulation or display. Fragmentation of the continents and the rise of new plant life allowed the dinosaur lineage to branch out into an incredible variety of forms, dominating every corner of the Earth. This is the Yucatan Peninsula. 66 million years ago, a 10-kilometer-wide asteroid struck the Earth right here at ground zero. The impact caused immediate devastation. Wildfires spread across continents, tsunamis hit the coastlines, and atmospheric shockwaves flattened forests thousands of miles away. Beyond the immediate fire, the impact ejected millions of tons of pulverized rock and dust into the atmosphere, completely blocking the sun. A global winter lasted for years. Without sunlight, the plants died, causing the food chain to collapse. The massive herbivores starved first, followed quickly by the predators that hunted them. Roughly 75% of all species on Earth died off. Every non-bird dinosaur, every flying pterosaur, and every large marine reptile vanished. The same environmental clearing that once allowed the dinosaurs' ancestors to thrive eventually ended their time on Earth. With the larger species gone, the global ecosystem was left vacant, paving the way for the surviving mammals to take their place.